Hello, fellow masters of the Shinjitsu. Today's video is about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, also the numbers 1 and 9. So masculine, the one line is 1, like the one line coming out of the Mars glyph, that one arrow pointing in one direction. There's one ray of light. Notice the word Mars in the phonetics for masculine. If you are masculine, you usually travel in straight lines and be one-track minded. Masculine comes from the Latin musculus, meaning muscular. The root of this word is mouse, as muscles, especially the bicep, look like the back of a mouse. Presumably the veins leading from the muscle also look like a tail. Feminine, or feminine, is from the Latin femina, from the Proto-Italic femana, which is from the Proto-Indo-European the, meaning the one who is breastfeeding. The means to suck or suckle. Men and women are identified by their differences. Men in Romanian is barbat, which comes from barba, meaning beard. If your takeaway from all this is that the word female means to suck, you are a left-brainer. The left brain is intellect-based and likes facts, figures, and logic. Also can be very insensitive. This is the male brain. The female brain is the right brains. That processes emotions. It's sensitivity-based and likes lure, legend, and magic. Men and women don't all think solely from the left or right brain. We all use a combination of both. The world we live in programs heavily towards the left brain. This imbalance is the cause of most of our problems. When you put your hands together to pray, this represents putting the left and right hemisphere of your brain into harmony. We need to find balance instead of being too far on either side. We pray in silence because we need balance, not to have a wish granted or to show off to an audience who might be watching. This prayer is to reach atonement, which is at one mind, as mental is of the mind. Unity is a uni-tie. We are tied to become one. This is religion, from religare, meaning to bind together. Also meaning again, and legion is a body of many, to become a body of many again. We raise our awareness until we recognize that it is a we-are-ness, as we are all one. Alone is all one. Odin was an ascended master. Odin means one in Russian, but is associated with 9 through the Vegvisir, as there are 9 realms of the Norse universe, and the Volknut, Wotan's knot. Wotan, Woden, Odin. Wotan's knot is 3 interwoven equilateral triangles. The triangles represent the 3 aspects of Wotan: the warrior, the shaman, and the walker, and the 9 corners represent the 9 worlds in which he wanders. They say there are 9 dimensions. Dimension is a 9-letter word. On a Sudoku or noughts and crosses board, 1 square becomes 9. This is because 1 and 9 are square numbers. 1 can also be split into 4 squares, like the 4 seasons, 4 cherubim, 4 elements, 4-faced god, and Odin has 4 letters. But 1 and 9 have a deeper link. They are the numbers either side of the 0. The 9th letter of the alphabet is I. I is 1 in Roman numerals. Aries is number 1 on the zodiac wheel. Aries sits at the 9 o'clock position. Multiples of 9 add up to 9 in numerology. Everything divides by 1 in itself. Gematria is where you take the letters of the alphabet and you number them. A would be 1, B would be 2, C would be 3, all the way to Z, which would be 26. So what you do to gain the values for the gematria is to add up the total number of all of the letters used. So say if I went for the word 8, A-T-E, A is number 1, T is number 20, E is number 5. 1 plus 20 plus 5 is 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. The amount value, the gematria value for the word 8 is 8. In gematria, masculine is 97. 9 plus 7 is 16, 1 plus 6 is 7. Capricorn is also 97. Capricorn is ruled by the father of time, Saturn. Time groups as 60, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 60 adds up to 97. 60 is 5 times 12. The Chinese zodiac has 12 animals and 5 elements: fire, earth, water, wood, and metal. These are the 5 different states the animals can be in. Men are traditionally associated with action and work. Working is 97, also it's a doing word. Of course, if you working, it means you aren't king anymore. You used to be. Job means persecution in Hebrew. When we recognize our divinity, we will ascend jobs and work, and instead do good works upon this land. Our divinity means we are all the Son of Man. Son of Man is 97. It's brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant, 97. And it's beautiful, 97. 9 is a mother number. Brilliant and beautiful have 9 letters. Pregnancy lasts 9 months. 7 is G for God, and 7 colors come from the one light of the sun. Sunday is day 7. Supreme is 97. Another 7-letter word. The sun, Sol, is our soul. The one story is our story. That's story 97. Gematria, the one story I learned about through watching Charlie Freak. That's Charlie Freak 97. I say through 97. I had heard of these concepts before, but Charlie, Justin, and Colleen helped me to realize that I am the key 97. And to live in the present 97. Recognize that we are the chosen 97. To achieve the primo victoria. Victoria 97 means victory. Primo means first. We gain this by raising the serpent. Serpent 97. That is on the caduceus. Serpent referencing the kundalini and the kundabuffer. Notice that serpent 97 is 9 plus 7, 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. The geometric full reduction is 7, and serpent has 7 letters. Notice the word pent in serpent, meaning 5. Snake is 50 in simple gematria, which reduces to 5. Snake has 5 letters, so does the word 7. S looks like the number 5 and a snake. Also represents the sine wave. Notice the word Eve in sine wave phonetically. The sine wave is where the sun goes up to the Tropic of Cancer and down to the Tropic of Capricorn. Sun starts with an S and goes through 12 signs, the signs of the zodiac. 7 of one type and 5 of another, like 7 white keys and 5 black keys. Gematria won't work on every single combination of letters possible, but once in a blue moon 97, they line up perfectly, like Poseidon 97 and Tsunami 97. For this gematria, I use the calculator Gematrix, which also comes to 97. Feminine comes to 75. 7 and 5 is completion. 7 has 5 letters. 5 has 4. 5 and 4 makes 9. Feminine. The mother is the moon, which is negative. 9 is no in German. Nobody is 75. Every is 75. They believe that the number 0 is actually the matrix that supports all of the other numbers. Moon is 57. Sun is 54. 5 and 7 is 12. 5 and 4 is 9. They are eternal, 75. Ishtar, daughter of Sin, the Mesopotamian moon god, goddess of sexual love and war, is 75. Apparently all is fair in love and war. North is 75. The compass always points north. The North Pole is magnetic. Magnetic is of the mother. You find the skull at the north of your body. The Golgotha is the place of the skull. Skull is 75. Jesus was crucified in Golgotha. Jesus is the Lamb of God. Lamb of God is 75. The mother is always with the lamb. Ram is of the cerebrum. The mother is the mind. Madness is 75. Genius is 75. There's a thin line between them. Our mother rules the throat as Venus rules Taurus. Speaker is 75. Famous is 75. The word famous comes from fem, same as famine, as in Revelation 6:5 and 6:6. When he opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come!" And I looked, and behold, a black horse, and its rider had a pair of scales in his hand. This is Libra, ruled by Venus, with the scales. Then I heard what sounded like among the 4 living creatures saying, 2 pounds of wheat for a day's wages, and 6 pounds of barley for a day's wages, and do not damage the oil and wine. The oil and wine is referring to your chrism oil and blood. When they offer the wine in church, they say, "This is the blood of Christ." Libra rules the kidneys that clean the blood. Don't damage the oil or the wine, as it could have serious consequences during the revelation. Be careful what you're putting into your blood. The first horseman was Aries, ruled by Mars in Revelation 6.2. And I looked, and behold, a pale white horse, and its rider had a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he came out conquering and to conquer. The white horse is Aries, the lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Its rider is the conqueror, Mars, the martial planet. The Fibonacci sequence is of the mother as well. Phi is the Greek letter depicted with a torus field. The Fibonacci sequence, where the next number is made up by adding together the 2 previous numbers, is what is used as the golden ratio to make spirals in nature. Spiral is 75. Spirit means breath in Latin. Respiration is breathing. When you are born, God gives you the breath of life. That is your spirit. Bonacci means good work. Good work, Phi. The Fibonacci sequence is 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144, 233, 377, 610, 987, 1597, 2584, 4181, 6765, 10,946, 17,711, 28,657, 46,368, and 75,025. Why did I just read out all the Fibonacci sequence to the 25th degree? I'll show you.
So the first thing I started off with was doing up this matrix of sacred geometry. Started with the center of the page, then went for the first circle, then the 6 circles around that first circle, the 12 circles around those first 7, the 18 circles in the next layer, and the 24 circles in the outer layer. So using that, I was able to generate this piece, which is the Fibonacci spiral around the outside. And I placed 12 notes, musical notes in the center. So it goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, which is 1 plus 3, which is 4, 21, which is 2 plus 1, which is 3, 34, which is 3 plus 4, which is 7, 55, which is 5 plus 5, which is 10, which is 1 plus 0 is 1, then 89, 8 plus 9 is 17, 1 plus 7 is 8, 144, 1 plus 4 is 9, 233, 2 plus 3 is 8, 377, 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 3 is 17, plus 1 plus 7 is 8, 610, 6 plus 1 is 7, 987, 9 plus 8 plus 7 is 24, 2 plus 4 is 6, 1597, 1 plus 5 plus 9 is 15, plus 7 is 22, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2584, 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 8 is 15, plus 4 is 19, 1 plus 9 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, 4,181, 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 8 is 13, plus 1 is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5, 6,765, 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 is 24, 2 plus 4 is 6, 10,946, 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 4 plus 6 is 20, 2, 2 plus 0 is 2, 17,711, 1 plus 7 plus 7 is 15, plus 1 plus 1 is 17, 1 plus 7 is 8, 28,657, that's 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 6 is 16, plus 5 is 21, plus 7 is 28, 2 plus 8 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, 46,368, 4 plus 6 is 10, 3 plus 6 is 19, plus 3 plus 6 is 19, plus 8 is 27, 2 plus 7 is 9. Then 75,025, 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 5 is 19, 1 plus 9 is 10, which is the 1. So it loops back round. The next number would be 121,393, which is 19, and 1 plus 9 is 1. The next number is 196,418, which is 29, which is 11, which is 2. And you don't even need to use the big numbers to see this, just adding together the previous two fully reduced numbers will get you the same results. And notice that 5 is the 5th number in the sequence. So that's the Fibonacci spiral around the outside that loops back on itself after 24 integrations, or iterations. So it follows a specific pattern, which you may notice has a little bit of symmetry involved. You have the 9 on the top opposing the 9 on the bottom, the 3 opposing the 6, and the 6 opposing the 3, which 6 plus 3 is 9. So around the outside, you've got multiples of 9 when you add up the furthest opposites. And then if you notice, all the way along, if you were to go travel through the middle sphere, you would end up finding that all of the opposing numbers add up to 9, as 9 is divine. On top of that, there are some other symmetries. The 8s opposing the 1s. There is 3 8s going in a triangle, 3 1s going in another triangle. So it's around about that time that I noticed that I had made a bit of a mistake. As soon as I put in the musical note wheel, I realized the 2 lines of symmetry. I realized that as the 3s and 6s were part of the structural symmetry, they would need to be tipped onto the side. So I remade it and instead put the 2 9s on the middle line of symmetry. This is one of my favorite discoveries. I discovered it when I was around 16, 17 years old. First got into music theory. I discovered it due to looking at the 7 modes of the major scale, but the details of that for a different video. The interesting thing that I noticed when I put the notes into a wheel, so say what you've got here would be the white keys on the piano playing the major scale, the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and the D being in the middle because it forms the first line of symmetry. Everything on the left side matches everything on the right side. It's the same but the opposite. Then you have the second line of symmetry, which goes horizontally. And every time there is a white key on the top, there would be a black key on the bottom. Every time there is a half tone, there would be a full tone. And the 2 in the middle would be considered both, which is why they're the only ones that are situated directly next to both. The other notes are all surrounded by opposition. the structure of that line of symmetry helped me realize that this was the way around that it should be, to have both of the threes on the top, so that with this line of symmetry they are the same but opposing, and then with this line of symmetry they are 3 on top, 6 on the bottom. I will at some point try to work out which where the zodiac symbols would lay. I believe it would be Aries on this point, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer at the top, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn at the bottom. I'm not really able to explain the links between those in this video though. Another interesting point of symmetry to notice is that other than the 3 8s and 3 1s, which make up 9, and the 9s and the 3 and 6 that make up the 9s, there is a symmetry pattern that forms with the rest of the numbers too. 7 on top, 7 on bottom, 8, 8, 4, 4, 5, 5. And then for the left and right being opposed, the 1 and 8, 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 5 and 4, all add up to 9. 2 plus 7, 5 plus 4, 1 plus 8. The amount of symmetrical balance in these patterns, this is where we recognize the true beauty of nature. This is a beautiful syncretism. We are all one, so this is what one looks like. If you were to put it into mathematical concepts, and the spheres make it a feminine design. Masculine tends to be the lines. The letters would be masculine, the 7 letters.
Notice the phi in 5. The V is 5 in Roman numerals, and the E is the 5th letter of the alphabet. I keep mentioning that 5 is the mother number, and that 5-letter words are linked. I'm looking forward to those debunk videos that will try ridiculing my work in the future. Can you imagine? Penis is a 5-letter word, and since 5 is a mother number, that means your mother has a penis. But they won't see that penis is an anagram of spine. And both penis and spine add up to 63 in Gematria. 6 and 3 are 9, 9 is divine. Divine is also 63 in Gematria. If you don't know what you're looking for, or just simply don't like it, that's fine. I'm not here to convince you that this is anything other than pareidolia. My job here that I have given myself is to point out links and dinks between things I see links between. My series, Links and Dinks of the Zodiac, will be full of numerology and symbology, and I would be very surprised if anybody resonated with absolutely every link and dink mentioned. Some are links, some are coinkydinks. None of this is solid proof or evidence of anything. This is lore, legend, and magic, not facts, figures, and logic. I was there for years until I took Jesus' advice and cast my net to the right. However, if you want to say that they are all coinkydinks, or that they are all solid links, don't let me stop you. Variety is how we get different angles and perspectives. There's at least 360 degrees of light as the sun goes round the ecliptic. That's a lot of angles, also known as angels. You're listening to this in English right now. That's Anglish from the Anglo-Saxons. Numbers are angles. They were designed so you could count the number of angles used in the old design. They look different nowadays, but the spirit is still with them. Have you ever heard of angel numbers? This is because numbers are angles which are angels. Angle, angel, and angelo are all 5-letter words. Also maths and count. You want to ridicule me for talking about these things, then by all means, but think twice before judging everyone who is looking at this with an open mind. This study has been around for a lot longer than you've been in that body you're in. I'm not just sitting here making stuff up. You can find this information everywhere nowadays. And where does judging people really get us? Well, the sun has just moved into Libra. Libra is judgment. Libra and judge have 5 letters. The mother is the balance. Eve is the evening. Adam is odd. The mother is material. Remember that when you study stuff. The mother is Mother Earth. Earth is an anagram of heart. Both are 52. 5 and 2 is 7. You're starting to see the yin in the yang and the yang in the yin. Union sounds like yin-yang, phonetically. Phonetic is from the Phoenicians, where we get phonetic sounds with definitions. D meaning from. Earth and heart are both connected, as when your heart stops, so does your time on earth. World is a 5-letter word. But what if you don't live in the world or on earth? What if we live in the matrix? Well, matrix means womb, from matri, meaning mother. Also the root word for maths and metry. Metry meaning measurement. Geometry is the measurement of the earth. Notice that geometry is earth mother. If the man is the head of the house of Aries ruled by Mars, the woman is the neck that guides the head, the house of Taurus ruled by Venus. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Mars rules the head, Taurus rules the neck. Mars is 51, which is 6. Venus is 81, which is 9. No surprise that Mars and Venus would be 6 and 9. The 9 even looks like the 6 heading back the other way. 69 is a representation of divine harmony. It's a depiction of the yin-yang, which is union. Man is the Alpha. Alpha is the shiniest star in the constellation. Alpha is a 5-letter word. The woman would be the shine of the Alpha. The woman has the supportive role. The woman is the Beth or Beit in Arabic and Hebrew, meaning house. Your house supports you. If the alphabet, Alpha meaning shiny character, the Beth would be the house that supports the shining characters. Why do women have the supporting role? It's because that is natural. I saw a video of a single woman talking about wanting equality with their dream partner, and then when describing the dream partner said she wanted him to be stronger than her and earn more money than her. And then she realized that what she was describing was someone who was not equal. What people really want is fairness, not equality. Men and women are not equal. If you believe they are, and you're a guy, you're basically saying you'd be happy with a man in a dress. Good luck having kids the natural way. Not saying don't be gay or lesbian, do whatever you want. But you shouldn't be tricked into thinking women and men are the same. That's how you end up watching men beating up women in sports. I believe in gender fairness. They are equal in their own ways, but far from equating to the same thing. As a masculine, I feel it's my duty to try and defend the feminine. We all have aspects of both, but we are what we are. We should embrace it. We should find our balance and unite the divine energies within. Learn about those energies within. Men wearing lingerie and flaunting it about in everybody's face is not feminine, it's a left brain move. Getting in touch with your feminine side is more than dressing like a sex slave. I'm not even saying don't dress like a sex slave, you do you. But don't confuse it for honoring your divine feminine. That is far from honor. This has been one of my longer videos. I appreciate you waiting. It's taken a while to record. I also appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for more.